Hey everyone, my name is Mark, and this is your weekly sun sign horoscope for the week of August 11th to 17th of 2022. Be sure to watch the video not only for your sun sign, but for your moon and your rising sign as well. I'm also, again, starting to do weekly live streams on Twitch every Sunday, link in the description. Come join if you want to talk about astrology. I talk about the weekly astrology. You can come ask me about, aspects to your birth chart, or if you have any questions about not just astrology, but you and your own chart or whatever. Let's come together, collaborate, and talk about these things, right? Also, let me know in the comments how this Lionsgate went for you and that quarter moon in Scorpio. I'm interested to know to build kind of engagement with the audience, and let me know what you thought. Anyways, that being said, let's get into the chart for your sign. Hey Geminis, how are you this week? So this full moon is going to be happening for you in your third and your ninth houses. So your ninth house in Aquarius, where do you need to expand in terms of, your connections, your friends, the groups, the people in your life? Also in terms of maybe more humanitarian efforts, as well as this whole axis of unconditional love is kind of what this whole thing is about, really. And it's these connections and this more humanitarian aspects and building maybe more mature connections in certain directions that's going to bring you this more loving, happy, abundant space within your local environment, right? Even within your own mind, right? The third house is, your mind, your local environment, that kind of stuff. And it's got that Gemini vibe. It's got your vibe to it, right? Of course, also on this day too, we're going to have the Sun in square to Uranus, again in your 12th house. This is about moving in this direction. It's going to make you feel better and more abundant. I feel like involving more rest. With the South Node here in Scorpio in your 6th house, there's something about your day-to-day life that's become really intense, and something needs to shift and change within that schedule, push you forward into more of a space of possibly getting more rest, needing more rest, and that offering you the better life. This is a radical new direction that's pushing you into this space that's going to bring you more abundance. It's also something that you could have been working on in secret or behind the scenes as well. And this upliftment is going to help in terms of that shift into that direction for you. Also on this day, we have Venus ingress Leo. So this is happening, is his ingress into your third house. So Venus in terms of your relationships, career, money, things like that. In the third house, things start moving very quickly. So this is going to start picking up speed for you. But also this is very much in terms of leadership communication, and you may be taking more of an active leadership role in terms of, your career, and also this more loving role, maybe more so loving what you do more in a sense, right? Or maybe wanting to do in terms of your career more of what you love. As Venus here is still in opposition to your Pluto in the 8th house in terms of what you really true desire, in terms of your goals for yourself and how to transform that maybe into this new space, and very quickly moving forward in that sense. On this day too, we're going to have Mars in sextile to Neptune. So Neptune here in your 10th house. Again, we're dealing with career issue stuff with Neptune here, and the dream and the direction, the intuitively guided direction maybe that you want to go in, right? So with Mars in this sextile, this is kind of helping you. This may feel like somewhat confusion, but again, with this Neptune here in the 10th, this Pisces energy kind of matches this 12th house energy in terms of the direction in which you want to go in. You want a career, or you want to go in a place maybe that you've been working on behind the scenes already in this other aspect of you, but also, in this direction that's going to make you feel happier and more rested and focusing maybe a bit more on your health in that sense. Right? Because Mars is still square Saturn here in your 9th house. Where do you expand? Where do you need to expand in terms of these connections and recognition through unconditional love in order to lead you into this better state for you? If we move on here to Sunday, is when we're going to have this Sun opposition Saturn. So again, we're dealing with these aspects for you, like I said, with this expansion in terms of these connections and more maybe humanitarian efforts, especially in terms of this unconditional love stuff to help you, to push you into this direction that you want to go in. Also on this day is going to be Mars in trine to Pluto. So remember, Pluto is in your 8th house here. This gives intense power to this Pluto energy in transforming these aspects of Capricorn, you possibly your goals, your career, your achievements, what you want to achieve in your life. And Mars here in your 12th house, something you've been building on behind the scenes, as well as being here in Taurus, that's going to, bring you the money. That's going to give you this more feel good life and feel good energy for you in moving forward, in that sense. Right? So this gives huge this transformational power, and it's giving this power. This is a trine, so this is very positive energy in terms of this drive and this shift in this direction. Obviously, before Mars shifts into your 1st house, where things will start to pick up for you independently. If we move now to Monday here, we're going to have Mercury aspecting the node. So this is Mercury in your 4th house in Virgo. This is representing your family life, your day-to-day life, that kind of stuff. With it sextiling the nodes here, your family life could have been negatively impacted by this day-to-day life kind of stuff, or maybe not negatively impacted, but impacted in some way. But there's this trine now to your 12th house that something that's going to make you feel more comfortable in terms of your schedule, in terms of where you're moving forward here into this new space and new direction. This is about integrating these new directions for you in terms of your 4th house, so in terms of your family life, your family schedule, that kind of stuff, and moving forward in this direction, and of course healing your old day-to-day schedule stuff in that regard. If we move to Tuesday, we have Mercury trine Uranus. So again, this is shakeups, could be shakeups within family stuff, foundational stuff in regards to your schedule, things like that. Again, we're shifting into this new direction, and with your 12th house, and with Uranus here, this could be quite unpredictable kind of stuff happening, but this could have this positive benefit of shifting you into this space that you really want to move into. On Wednesday, we're going to have Venus trine Jupiter overnight. So again, this Venus in your 3rd house, trine Jupiter in your 11th house. So this is you and your independence, but also making connections, friends, groups, other things, the expansion of this with you and yourself in regards to your career, your finances, and your relationships here in your 3rd house within your local environment, and possibly doing more of what you love and having that kind of lift your spirits a bit more in that sense, in that way, being in Leo as well. This is very young, youthful kind of energy, and maybe having more fun in terms of your career and the expansion of that, especially in this new direction that you're moving forward in. Anyway, let's pull a card for you, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's pull a card for you. We have a deck here. That's a nice quick little shuffle. Okay. Okay, what does the universe have for Gemini this week? What does the universe have for Geminis this week? Okay. So we have the Knight of Earth, organized, responsible, supportive. So this can be slow moving into that direction that you want to go in. Again, I feel like with that Pluto giving power to that Mars in your 12th house. But again, there's this supportive, being watched over kind of energy. Especially with maybe some of that 4th house stuff that's happening for you. Let me just kind of take a look here again. and see. So yeah, that kind of Mercury in the 4th house in Virgo, you may kind of be looking at the details kind of a bit too much. So this could be slow movement in that way. But again, I feel like this is just that Mars and Taurus energy. You're wanting to move into this new direction, and it's been slow going, but it's this responsibility in terms of these connections and the expansion that you need to take in order to move forward into these new directions and into these new spaces. Anyways, have a good week and take care, Gemini. Hey everyone, I'd just like to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Engagement really helps, and it really helps me to know what you think of this video as well. If you want to connect with me on social media, get any readings with me, any and all those links are all in the description below. Thanks everyone again, and have a great week. Take care. Bye for now.